Good evening, Ape Nation. Guys, what's going on? It is Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. And there are many things that I have said in the past about Lou vs. Wall Street. I have been known to express my opinions about some of his contradictions and flap my gums about his past criminal career. But in a million years, I would never have said Lou is a homicidal maniac. But apparently, he is.
Cue the video.
Mexico, I vaporized like 7 motherfuckers in the dirt. They're talking to Jesus because they kidnapped a woman and her daughter. That's it. So, outside the town of Carmona, let me just tell you something. I turned that shit into Mad Max. Me and my boys went renegade down there, and we put motherfuckers down. So, Lou killed people. Yes, I did, in a very fucked up way, too.
Damn.
At the end of the day, that's pretty much it. So, there you go, motherfuckers. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not Pepe Le Pew. At the end of the day, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm standing here, and I'm making sure that these fucking people all around me, my family, they're going to beat you motherfuckers. They're going to fucking rub it in your face. And I want everybody to make YouTube videos when this is done and say, we beat you, motherfucker, because we're going to Vegas, and you can't take me down. Sorry, motherfuckers. I'm in the mood for blood simply because some motherfuckers pissed me off. Let me tell you something. And outside of the court stuff, on the dark side, some motherfuckers are going to catch it. Now you know.
So, I don't know if those are veiled threats to other people in the YouTube community. I don't even know who the hell he's talking to half the time anymore. After almost 350 videos from Lou over the last 6 weeks, are you guys looking at a different price than I am? Because all I've seen is my AMC stock price fall from $41 to where it closed yesterday at $18. And 350 videos did absolutely nothing to affect that price, which is what I want to get into tonight, as well as Ken Griffin. I put him in the thumbnail, and we are going to talk about him. I'm going to talk about some of the lobbying that's going on up on Capitol Hill, some numbers from Robert Reich that you might find interesting that I thought were pretty alarming. All right, guys, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Cue the speeder.
This is the way.
all right, guys, let's get into this. So I wanted to talk about this documentary that I watched yesterday. It's called Inequality For All. It is from 2013. It is free right now on YouTube, obviously with advertisements. And unfortunately, they won't let me pull a clip. It's blacking out when I try to pull a clip from this. So I'm going to play a couple seconds of the trailer just to give you an idea of what this is about. I strongly recommend anybody right now holding AMC, go watch this documentary if you want an explanation of why we are in the jam that we're in right now. When you allow money to become involved with politics, you can rest assured that the wealthy are going to stay wealthy, especially when you're counting on them for all of your financial support to run your political campaign. In my opinion, Robert Reich does an amazing job of breaking this down using graphs and charts and showing you how the trickle-down effect is ineffective in today's society.
My name is Robert Reich. I was Secretary of Labor under Bill Clinton. Before that, the Carter administration. Before that, I was a special aide to Abraham Lincoln. Of all developed nations, the United States has the most unequal distribution of income, and we're surging toward even greater inequality. 1928 and 2007 become the peak years for income concentration. The middle class is struggling. Now, people occasionally say to me, what nation does it better? The answer is the United States. In the decades after World War II, the economy boomed, but you had very low inequality. Who is actually looking out for the American worker? The answer is nobody. Workers don't have power if they don't have a voice. their wages and benefits start eroding. We are losing equal opportunity in America. Any one of you who feels cynical, just consider where we have been.
So guys, if you get a chance, definitely go watch this documentary. I'm going to pull one part of it out. Unfortunately, I can't get the video clip for you, but he did talk about some of the lobbying that's gone on. And this is going back to 2013. But I was able to find this article in Insider Magazine, and it talks about how Wall Street spent a record $2.9 billion on political contributions and lobbying in 2019 and 2020. A new study shows. Here's who spent and received the most cash. And if we go down this list, guess who we're going to see up near the top? Some very familiar names will pop up. Let's start with the top 10. And we have the NAR, National Association of Realtors, Bloomberg, Citadel LLC, $69.3 million, Blackstone, $49.5, Charles Schwab, $35.6, Susquehanna, $30.7, ABA, $26.6, and the list goes on. Now, if two of those names sound pretty familiar to you, Citadel and Susquehanna, it's because they have been involved in this jam with GME and AMC since last January. And we see here that all of these top 10 contributors have something to do with the banks or economy. As much as it pains me to sit here and repetitively have to talk about obstacles that are in our way in the short term, such as Lou versus Wall Street or Al versus Boston, whatever he's called, these are really the culprits that we want to get after. These are the people that are really affecting the market in general. Overall, how the wealth inequality gap continues to grow farther and farther apart. And here's when the politics comes into play, guys. As long as the mainstream media continues to sit there and try to split this country right down the center, whether you're left, right, black, white, gay, straight, man, woman, as long as the media is allowed to continue to do that, as long as people are buying into this tribalism and we have to think about how different we are instead of how much we have in common, we're never going to have a united front. We're never going to be able to stand up to this. Because this lobbying, the things that are going on right now in D.C., has led to a very similar path that we've seen in the past. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. For example, in 2021, all of those donations from BlackRock and Citadel, Susquehanna, that led to the U.S. billionaires getting 62% richer during the pandemic. They're up 1.8 trillion last year alone, and here they all are. So in the meantime, we'll continue to fight as, SpaceX launches their new rockets, and Jeff Bezos proclaims that Amazon has seen record profits this year. Meanwhile, mine in your portfolio probably looks really red right now. I know I'm down way big. I don't even like looking at it. But I mean, just in the last 7 weeks on AMC alone, I'm down 54%. And speaking of being down 54% on my portfolio, has there ever been a guy in the history of the stock market who is supposedly down that much on a stock that he is heavily, heavily invested in and is so joyous on a day-to-day occasion as the stock continues to fall in its price and worth?
Oh shit, you're not out. My thing is like, you can't make this shit up, but YouTube, social media, everything is weird, wacko world. So please protect yourself, because the motherfucker said, I want to destroy you for other men and always taste me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I was reading it like that. Oh shit. Get a gun. Let me tell you something. I don't even know how people in this community can just... I'll leave it like this. For all the motherfuckers that were telling me, no, Al was the guy. Well, guess what? Yeah, Al was the guy.
Funny, I never remember him saying anything bad about Al. All I heard was shout-outs, high-fiving, and ass-grabbing. So, guys, I'm going to leave it at this. Trickle-down economics has not worked so far. That money is not trickling down at all. And in the very recent past, we've seen it actually all skyrocketing to the top. Everything is going up from the 99 to the 1. And the only people that can make changes for that are people in places of power that can affect legislation and rules and stipulations going forward for Wall Street, for the banks, for the hedge funds, for the brokers. Everybody needs to get in line, and we need to straighten this out. So if you want to really see a positive outcome from where we're headed, we need to start talking about change, and that's going to start at the top. As much as I hate talking about it, it's going to come into play, guys. It's just a reality. All right, I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Thank you, as always, for the likes, the views, the comments, the subscribers, the new subscribers, my OGs. I love all you guys. Each and every one of you out there count, and I appreciate all that you've done for this community and for this channel and myself. I'm still holding with you guys until they cover their positions. This is not a dead cat as far as I'm concerned. Even though it's looking pretty bleak right now, I still have my hope. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.